guys, Richard Holdner here, SEMA 2016 for Acceleration Media. It's the 50th anniversary and we're here celebrating with JR from Powermaster. How's it going, man?
How's it going, Richard?
Good
Doing
to see
great.
you. Whenever we want to get charged up, excuse the pun, we always come to see you guys. Now, first of all, I see 2 alternators and a starter. Let's start over here with the starter. What do we got going on?
Sure thing. New for this year, guys, we've got doing our Ultra Duty Duramax diesel starter. We've been doing, we've had 4 starters for the diesels for a number of years. We're continuing to grow that line. We're going to cover from 82 all the way to 2016 now.
Oh, nice.
We've got all your big 3 covered: Cummins, Power Stroke, and Duramax.
Cool, all the applications?
All the applications, we've got it. The great thing about these starters, they're going to be in a black wrinkle finish. It's going to keep them very corrosion resistant.
Oh,
That's
nice.
a big thing we see in the Duramax diesels, the Power Strokes, and the Cummins. So that alone is going to keep these starters running for a long time for these guys.
How's the output compared to the factory stuff?
The output is great. Typically we're getting about 10 to 15 more foot-pounds of torque than a stock starter, and some higher in certain applications.
Nice, get those things turned over. That's what we need. So once we get them started, how do we keep them charged? What's going on here?
Great thing we're coming out this year. We've got this in our new product showcase upstairs here at SEMA. We've got our C5 and C6 Corvette alternator. Comes complete with the decoupler pulley. This is the latest version of this pulley.
Nice.
Gets rid of all those under hood noises that the
sure.
guys were having on the early versions.
And so what are the benefits of decoupling that?
Decoupling this is going to keep this alternator living longer. So it also helps with miles per gallons in those cars, which we're not really too concerned with in the in the performance industry. But
it's always better to have more, right?
Correct. It will help this alternator live. The great thing about this, it's replacing a 145 amp alternator. This thing does 150 amps at idle.
Nice. More power.
More power allows them to run all the accessories they want to run, and is going to keep those cars looking and running good.
Nice. So a late model application. What do we got going on over here?
This is going to be just a continuation of our bracket line. We do a lot of brackets for the racer guys.
Sure.
They can be dual purpose. We see them in street rods as well. But we're kind of showcasing 2 pieces in one here. This bracket is going to be our first for a long water pump application in the small block Chevys.
Very popular.
Very popular. And then this alternator takes your standard old school GM 1-wire bolt spacing and applies all the new technology. So you've got internal fans, you've got 165 amps of output.
Oh, nice.
Guys are running electric power steering now. This can handle it. The AC, they're going to look good going down the road. Keep the wife happy in the passenger seat when they're not broken down on the side of the road.
That's important. And we're always adding more and more electronics, so the alternating becomes a critical part of that, right?
It does, yes. The big thing there is your idle amperage. That's something we pride ourselves on. This unit's 100 amps at idle again. A Corvette's 150. So the big thing that comes into play, the guy's cruising into a fairground. He's got the AC blasting, the electric fans are on. He might be on the way out and have the headlights on.
That's right.
He's going to be able to keep that battery in tip-top shape.
And let's face it, most of these cars spend a lot more time cruising and idling than they do it like at wide open throttle.
As much as we like to go fast, most of our time spent below 3,000 RPMs typically. So
awesome. Hey, the guys here at Powermaster got you started, got you charged up. JR, thanks, man.
Thank you.
Richard Holdner, SEMA 2016.